I am Siddhant Shekher, a filmmaker from Delhi. I love going to Vrindavan. It's a sacred town about 2 hours from the city. For most of us, Vrindavan is all about temples, trees, and happy cows running in green pastures. But there is a whole other side to the story. I wanted to learn more about the real situation of animals in Vrindavan. So when my friend Vishaka invited me to spend a day with Braj Animal Care, I was ready.
Welcome to a day with Braj Animal Care. Braj Animal Care provides daily feedings and medical care to animals who live in the streets of Vrindavan. The feeding program is so important because these animals depend on human beings to survive. If we don't feed them, all they'll have to eat is garbage, maybe some dead rats, and the refuse of other animals. And the only water they have to drink is from the open sewer. Every morning, our team wakes up around 3:30 a.m. and meets up by 4:15.
Radhe Radhe, we're here, we're at the gate. Okay, thank you. Radhe Radhe, Gaurari Bhaiya, kaise hai? Good morning.
Then we go to pick up food for the animals because we start feeding before dawn. First, we pick up the dog food. It's made from scratch daily in the form of a special khichdi. Just a little milk for a few of our furry friends. Next, we pick up the chara. That's a special kind of grass that cows eat. To get it fresh, we have to drive across town. It's so cool to watch them cut the fresh greens straight from the fields. The e-rickshaw meets us at the chara shop and we start the feeding around 5:30 a.m. Every day, the dogs are waiting for us. We have 50 feeding points around the city serving about 5,000 animal meals a month. Each day begins with the feedings, which typically go from 5:30 a.m. to about 7. Then we begin follow-ups for the previous day's medical cases. We're lucky to have this temporary shelter where we can keep some of our patients though.
Radhe Radhe, kaise hai aap log? Radhe Radhe, sir. So this one, she had a wound in her ear that was filled with maggots. So the doctor had to take the maggots out by hand, and they had eaten up so much of the flesh that she barely has an ear anymore. You can come and see her ear. It's this one. Can you see? So thin, do you see that? Unfortunately, if the cow's babies are male, they pretty much always go on the street. They're not eaten in Vrindavan or in this area, but they are thrown out on the street with nothing to eat. So look at these bones. Yeah, this one was really bad. This cow got hit by something, a car or an auto rickshaw, and no, sorry. This cow got run over by a tractor.
His leg was torn open and there was blood everywhere. He had to have 16 stitches. He was lucky to survive.
You just asked where do most of the animal calls come from? In Vrindavan, most of them come from Parikrama Marg because people drive like crazy. Also the part where you're driving in from NH2 to Vrindavan,
Okay.
people just mow the animals down. Yeah, every day. Every day.
That is also like, it's a main road. Okay.
It's a main road.
But then Parikrama Marg is like...
Parikrama Marg shouldn't be a main road, but it's been made into a main road.
Yeah.
It should never have been a main road. See, like sometimes people are like, oh my God, the roads are so bad. I'm like, yeah, thank God. Because if they were good, It would be 10 times as bad. People think it's a racetrack. People need to calm down. Chill. Just chill. Every single day we get calls. Every day. Every day some cow, some calf, some dog is squished. And in winter, forget about it. When the puppy season comes, when the dogs start having the babies, every day squished puppies, puppies with half of the body completely gone and like flat and dragging the body behind them. It's horror. It's like literal horror story. Calm down, just stop driving so fast and this won't happen. It's ridiculous. Sorry. I mean,
So that was just an example of some follow-ups. We do follow-ups on the street too. We also get a lot of emergency cases, and those can come at any time of day or night, and from anywhere within Vrindavan as well as the nearby towns and villages.
we are headed to Mathura to answer an emergency call. There is a calf who can't move, and he's like lying in a dump, in a garbage dump.
His ear is bleeding.
His ear's bleeding as well. We're gonna go check it out. Yep.
Mr. Discard.
There's an unwritten rule that when the emergency comes, you have to be doing something else. We're on our way for one treatment and we're getting more calls for other emergencies. नहीं दिख रहे हैं, तो दिक्कत तो आ रही है. Okay, he can't hear me or understand me, so I guess you have to explain him. I'm saying that our guys are really, really good, and I'm so thankful for them. The way that they put everything into this service, you cannot pay for that. You can't expect that from someone. It can only come from the heart, and they really do it. And I'm just really, really thankful because I don't know how we got blessed with such a great team. Radhe Radhe. Jai Shri Radhe. Oh my God, it's really bad. Oh my God. Most of its head is gone. It's full of maggots. If they remove the maggots, maybe. You never know. I don't think so, but can try. Where's the plastic? Demag mat dalna. Just wait for the doctor. It's too bad. We have the plastic sheet? Can we bring the plastic sheet and put it under the calf and pick up the sheet?
No, they are taking some clothes. We have to cover the.
That's true. I don't think it's gonna live, but you never know. It's bubbling with maggots. What else to do? Calf can still walk, so we have to tie his legs. Even with that horrible wound in his head, he can still walk. Yeah? Is he on top of the wound? wound नीचे है या ऊपर? ठीक है, चलो.
रिक्शा ई रिक्शा लेके फर्स्ट एड लेके भजनमुखी पहुंचो और जल्दी से जल्दी पहुंचो.
Worst case. It looks like rice, right? The maggots. Oh my God. Can you tell him in Hindi? Can you tell for the video? Are you filming? Yeah.
पहला जो मैगट्स केस हमारा था वो राया में 2 सांडों का था। तो हम लोग वहाँ जब पहुँचे थे तो उनके सिर दोनों के गले हुए थे पूरे। तो डॉक्टर जब ट्रीट करना चाह रहे थे तो उनके सींग अपने आप हट गए और खोपड़ी भी पूरी उनकी खाली हो गई। ऐसा ही सेम केस था। तो सब मैगट्स भरे हुए थे, कम से कम 1000-2000 मैगट्स अंदर थे और सभी चल रहे थे। तो उसको देखकर कम से कम 2 वीक तक हम लोगों ने चावल और चाउमीन से परहेज कर लिया। देख के घिन इतनी आ गई थी, पर अभी देखते देखते आदत हो गई है। तो
Because it looked like the maggots look like rice, right?
यस, बासमती राइस।
Oh, you know, when you think of animal welfare, you probably think like, oh, kittens and rainbows. We'll just go and hug the puppies and be happy, and they'll lick us, and it'll be wonderful, and everyone will survive. And that is not how it works. It is dirty work. It is nasty work. Some of them will die. There's nothing you can do about it. For example, right now we're taking this calf over there. Most of his head is gone. I do not know what's going to happen to this calf, but the point is that at least we can give him painkiller. You know, we can at least treat him for his pain. We'll still try to remove all the maggots and get him better, but I just really don't know. We'll see. And then what else? Oh, here we are on this long car ride. You think, like, I just don't think you account for the amount of patience, like pure patience that you have to have for this job. But we all have it, thank God, so here we are.
After a long, bumpy ride, we got back to Vrindavan just as the sun was setting.
राधे राधे महाराज जी।
This cow always tries to help the babies. ज़्यादा गंदा है। It's not really new, no? Maybe, is there some part that's not wet?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Mid one.
Here. Yeah, this looks better.
टॉर्च या कुछ बोल पूछ के तो हमारा किस लिए जब आ गया ठीक है इसका ध्यान रखना है ध्यान रखियो।
If you think what you just saw is bad, wait until you see what happened the next day.
Now what happened?
जो हमारा शेल्टर है अभी टेम्पररी,
Right.
वो किसी और का था।
Right.
वो लड़ाई झगड़े की जगह है, तो उसको हम
It's
लोगों को
disputed.
जी
Yeah.
तो जो वहाँ के असली मालिक हैं या जो भी मालिक हैं उन्होंने सख्त हमसे मना किया है कि इधर गाय और कुत्ते नहीं लेके आएँ, उनको
And we
हटाना।
have the cow with the brain injury
Yes.
and the stitches and all kinds of things we have to follow.
हमारे
along.
पास अभी 5 गाय,
Uh-huh.
एक डॉगी का केस अभी वहाँ पे है, टोटल 6।
The dog's
तो
paralyzed.
जी डॉग पैरालाइज्ड है, एक के पूरा ब्रेन आधा ख़त्म है,
Yeah,
कान
it was-
कटा हुआ है, एक बूढ़ी गाय है जो खड़ी नहीं हो पाती है। सभी डिसेबल
to help her
हैं, सभी
every day
डिसेबल
then.
हैं जी,
Right.
सभी डिसेबल हैं।
So-
तो उनको शिफ्ट करवाना है।
Right.
शिफ्ट भी कहाँ कराएं, कोई जगह नहीं है
The doctor was saying something, right?
जी। तो डॉक्टर साहब कह रहे थे कल तक हम लोग कोई, वो भी टेम्पररी है, उसके लिए व्यवस्था करेंगे। और उसके बाद भी आज भी केसेस हैं, तो उनको भी हम लोग अभी वहीं पे जहाँ पे केस हैं स्पॉट में, वहाँ पे ट्रीटमेंट दे के उनको कल पिकअप करेंगे, पर ट्रीटमेंट आज ज़रूर देंगे।
Right. So we're going to have to find a shelter
यस
for us because
us.
this cannot work
Not.
long term.
नहीं
The
करेंगे।
first place, I knew it was disputed. I knew this was bound to happen, but there wasn't another place. Now we're going to do another one, but they
Yeah.
could just as easily kick us out again too.
Yeah.
So we can't continue to do this. We're going to have our own place, whether
Yeah.
even if we start on rent or even if we start with buying a small place or whatever,
Yeah.
we're going to have to get our own because this does not work.
सही है
Yeah.
जी तो
Right.
शेल्टर
So-
चाहिए
Right.
Yeah.
Just try to not be in too much tension, but I know this is driving you nuts because we'll do the best we can to figure something out, but this sucks. Sorry. Yeah.
After seeing the awful reality of what the street animals go through, it made me feel how serious this situation is. We made this video to let everyone know what is going on here. Because if you don't know the reality, how will you change? If you feel inspired to help, please go to www.brajanimalcare.com or email them at brajanimalcare@gmail.com.